What's going on, my fellow Belmonts? It's TheMadBelmont here, and I gotta get something off my chest. Now, if you didn't see the video from last Wednesday where I went over the Zelda debates, classic versus modern Zelda, and how stupid I thought they were, then go check out that video. It's up in the upper right-hand corner. Okay, there's a card up there, and you can go and see that video. But if you have seen that video, you know what I'm about to talk about. But if not, I'll give you a quick rundown. I said in that video that all styles of Zelda were completely valid and that there were reasons why people love them, and I think that everybody should be able to have a taste of what they enjoy out of that series and not it being, solely skewed in one direction. And I think that the same can be said for Castlevania. There are three different eras, three different styles, if you will, of Castlevania. There's the Classicvania, which, of course, went from the first game in 1987 all the way to 1993 with Rondo of Blood. And then you have the Iga/Metroidvania style, which ran from 1997 with Symphony of the Night all the way on up into the 2000s with the DS games. And then you've got the 3D era, which went from the 1990s, the mid-1990s, I believe 96, with the N64 games all the way on up to Lords of Shadow 2 in 2014. So we've got three different eras of the franchise, and two of them ran simultaneously. The Iga/Metroidvania and the 3Dvania were literally running at the exact same time. Okay? And each era of this franchise has had success, major success. The first game sold up in over 1 million copies. Lords of Shadow 1 sold up in over 1 million copies. I believe 1.77 million, if I'm remembering it right. And Symphony of the Night sold 1.23 million, if I'm not mistaken. And you can go fact check me. I'm remembering a page on VG Charts where I saw all these numbers at, and I'll be sure to link that page down below in the description so that you can go fact check me on that. But yeah, so there have been successes in each era of the franchise, in each style of the franchise, which absolutely 100% without a doubt proves that each style of this franchise is completely valid, and each one has a purpose in the gaming sphere. There are people out there that love them that classic Castlevania, the side-scrolling, the action platforming action, which I do fall in. The Classicvania era is my favorite era of the franchise, I will admit that, but my favorite game of all time and my favorite Castlevania game is a Metroidvania, an Igavania, if you will. So I see the pros and the cons of each style, and I see, that they're all valid. But of course, you do have some people that vehemently are on one side of the triple-sided fence, and they do not want to even acknowledge the other sides of that fence. That's fine. That's fine. You can do that within your own free will. It's just, I hate it when it gets to the point. I really do hate it when it gets to the point to where you're gatekeeping other people from enjoying your style because they enjoyed the other styles. That's when it really just gets scummy. That's when I'm just like, okay, get off your fucking high horse and just, shove it straight up your ass, okay? Like, that's where I'm just like, dude, just pull your head up and out of your own ass, because literally there's no use for gatekeeping at all. Not at all. And so I feel like this series would, and all of gaming really, would grow more than it already has if people would just get off their fucking high horses and just not gatekeep and just be open to newcomers. Show them the way without making them feel like a moron for not understanding it in the first place. And then we can talk about how, this series can grow or that series can grow. Castlevania can grow, right? I feel that Castlevania should be a global name on the scale of like a Last of Us, a Uncharted, right? That's what I feel Castlevania should be. And when we're sitting there gatekeeping, and when we're sitting there just dismissing other people's opinions because they like the Egavanias, and, you know, this side over here likes their classic Vanias, and they are not hearing a single opinion from a person that loves 3D Vania. Like, that's stupid. That is dumb. That is moronic. That is not helping whatsoever to grow this franchise. So, yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. I just wanted to get all that off my chest because I wanted to say this around the midpoint of last year, but I just never really had the time to. Now, I made the time to, because this needed to be said. Every single bit of what I just said needed to be said. And I hope the entire Castlevania community hears it, because we need to do better as a community. We need to be more open. We need to be more receptive to new people. Okay? We need to make this community a good place to be in and be a part of as a whole. Every single one of us. Okay? Not just me, not just the people over on Twitter. We're doing a good job of it. Okay, for the most part. Some of us are, anyway. But I digress. We all, as a community, need to come together and actually help introduce people into these games. We need to do that, okay? So that's going to do it for the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like on it. It really helped me out a lot. Also, if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. I do Castlevania videos like this. I do videos on all things gaming every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I am sticking to that schedule this year, okay? And I made this channel to grow the Castlevania community, like I was just ranting about, and I also made this channel to share my passions for all of gaming with you. If you want to talk with me outside of YouTube, you can do so at the Radical Family Discord. It's in the description down below if you want to join me, my teammates with the Radical Losers, and our community on over there. And remember, have fun on the hunt, my fellow Belmonts. I'll see you in the next video, and peace out.